Hey everybody, and welcome to this 2020 Audi A6 45 TFSI Premium Plus, brought to us by First International Auto Group out of Merrimack, New Hampshire. Before we get out on the road, let's talk some specs. So this one has the gorgeous Audi MMI system with haptic touch screens. I will say I kind of wish these were physical buttons, but it does look like quite a fancy cockpit. On the exterior, we have these 10-spoke alloy rims, LED front headlights and rear taillights, and of course this black panoramic sunroof, which kind of just looks like a black roof, which is really nice. Last but not least, we have these spacious back seats as well as plenty of trunk space. I've always said that the Audi A6 is my favorite looking Audi sedan. I wish they had an RS6 sedan instead of just the wagon. I mean, that's probably an unpopular opinion, but I feel like the sedan would look way better. But let's get out on the road and see what this thing is about. So powering this Audi A6, which of course we have the 45 TFSI, not the 55 TFSI. This one has the inline 4-cylinder, making 248 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque, and it's turbocharged, paired to a 7-speed S-tronic automatic. If you were to get the 55 TFSI, you have a 3-liter turbocharged V6 with an 8-speed Tiptronic automatic. So there are two different powertrain options as well as transmission options that go together. But either way, you're getting all-wheel drive. This one has a 4,100 pound curb weight and a starting MSRP at $56,000, but the list price at First International Auto Group is just about $20,000 US. This one does have some miles on it, and it's not in the perfect cosmetic condition, but this thing so far has been a very nice drive today. So we do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, considering this is a 2020 Audi product. I mean, they've had CarPlay for a while at this point, and this system works great. I will say you also get a wireless charger, which my phone is currently on, inside our little glove box right here. Although I'm kind of bummed we don't have the 55 TFSI, the 45 still has pretty good power. The 0 to 60 time quoted at 6.1 seconds, that's not too shabby. Alright, we'll do some downshifts here. This car does automatically upshift on its own, which is a little disappointing considering it upshifted about 400 or 500 RPMs before redline. I find that interesting that manufacturers will allow you to manually shift, but they don't necessarily trust you to do so. So at highway speeds, this thing is quite lovely. We have plenty of sound editing. This thing rides smooth at highway speeds and absorbs the not so harsh bumps with ease, and you know, we'll leave the harsher bumps to a test on the worst road in Merrimack, New Hampshire pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, this thing just rides like a dream. We have electronic adjustments for the front seats. We have tri-zone climate control, and of course we have a heated steering wheel, heated seats. So this thing really just has all the comfort options you might need, and you know, at an impressive $20,000 US. In our digital gauge cluster here, we have two views. We have a larger view of the tachometer and speedometer, which I'm showing you now, and then we also have a smaller one which gives you a little more exposure to the onboard navigation system. I prefer to have my tachometer and speedometer showing at the larger view, just so I can keep an eye on things. At this point, we've already covered how much I love the exterior design of this car, but the interior is no short of that as well. And we do have some gloss black here on the dashboard, but you're hoping that no one would touch that and get their greasy fingerprints on it. And just above that, we have a gorgeous wood trim which extends itself onto the door cards. I will say the door cards are a little bit different of a pattern than what's on the dashboard, which I find interesting. You'd think they'd match those. And then these gorgeous brown leather seats are quite nice. I will say that, you know, sitting in this thing for quite a while, you're gonna be comfy. I mean, it has tons of electronic adjustments, heated seats, of course, which I mentioned before. And I also really applaud this thing at how low I can sit in the seat, which of course I'm always trying to sit as low as possible to give you a good view of the GoPro, which I have mounted to my forehead. We have a few drive modes in this Audi A6 which we'll cover. We have comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual. As far as adjustments inside individual, you have two types of drive modes, basically balanced and sport, and then steering has three: comfort, balanced, and sport. Let's see what happens when we put both of these in sport, going along these back roads in Merrimack. I will say it is quite cold out, and we've had a lot of ice and snowstorms recently, so not everything has been able to melt, unfortunately. So I'm not going to go too crazy today. We want to be safe on our drive and test drive review for First International Auto Group. While we're stuck behind some slower traffic, let's talk about steering wheel controls. So we have the ability to skip track and turn up volume on here on the right hand side. Also the ability to do voice commands, which I feel like nobody uses. You also have the ability to turn off calls, take calls, and shut down calls there. And of course, this last button on the right hand side is a programmable button. You can do, all sorts of customization options for that. I personally would make it my drive mode button, and that's what it would remain as. And then on the left hand side, you have the ability to control what's viewing in your digital screen. Of course, you can have endless options inside that digital gauge cluster, which we're not going to cover while we're driving here. So yeah, this thing handles the harsher bumps quite well too. I mean, I'm very impressed with this Audi A6 suspension, but I guess that's what you get when you have front and rear independent 5-link suspension, right? All right, let's give it some throttle. Really got all of that gear before we had to slow down. Weren't able to upshift before we had to slow down, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, this thing is pretty quick. I would believe it when it says it's quoted for 6.1 seconds 0 to 60 time. That is quite fast for a 4,100 pound, 194 inch in length sedan. I mean, this thing is just huge. You can fit 5 people in here comfortably. I will say that middle seat, you're going to be a lot more compromised. Definitely wouldn't want an adult sitting in that seat, but the other 2 seats in the back are quite comfy. With that being said, I've definitely confirmed my suspicions as far as the Audi A6 being a premium, high-end luxury sedan with tons of comfort options, very nice to drive, and of course has a little bit of power too. If I were to buy one of these, I would definitely want the 55 TFSI, or maybe even swing for the Audi S6, which you can get in a sedan version. And hey, if you want an ultra performance wagon, there is always the RS6, which those are quite expensive, but maybe you can get one on the pre-owned market for a bit cheaper. If you liked this video today, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and leave a comment. I always appreciate them, and I respond, unlike some other people out there. Anyways, I'm recording this on the 31st of December, so Happy New Year, everybody, and I'll see you all in 2026. Bye.